Hey there. Good afternoon. Today's date is February 10th, 2018. I haven't made a video in quite some time. Um, Previously, I was giving type of predictions as to what I feel would happen week to week for the price of Bitcoin. Um, I've since stopped because I felt like I was kind of wasting my energy trying to predict the market when we were in such a crazy volatile market the past month or so. One thing that I do want to talk about right now, something that I am seeing kind of play out that I want to just share with you guys, is the possibility for a market run up into a bull trap where people are buying into the market only to get crushed by sellers, driving the price lower below 6,000 or so. We've previously seen a low just below 6 to 58 or so, 5,800, and we've seen a very promising strong bounce that was putting in higher lows and higher highs. So what I want to talk about is creating a game plan for what could happen. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you've seen that I present hypotheses. Hypo 1, Hypo 2, where this is a possible outcome, this is a possible scenario that we will see in the coming week. I haven't been 100% right in all of them. A few times I've been somewhat correct, but what I want to talk about is overall market sentiment and just where I think this is going to go and how you can plan accordingly to what you think is going to happen. So imagine price go from where it's at now slightly higher, but then only to be pushed lower to where we go below 6,000. Think of that scenario um, for a moment. How will you trade it? What will you do? You need to consider these types of scenarios so that you have an idea as to what you will do when you see this scenario play out. You want to be thinking ahead. This, in my opinion, is a likely situation and a likely scenario that we will see. And I truly feel like you need to play this accordingly. We have hit a bottom. In my personal opinion, I don't think it is the bottom. I think we can go lower. On the same token, on the flip side of that coin, I do feel like it is possible that we go higher and we just continue upwards into March and into the year, pushing towards all-time highs. But I just don't think enough pain has been presented to the marketplace. So with that being said, this is kind of a likely scenario that I think will happen. Now, how do you trade it? Well, you really want to watch what price is going to do. If we kind of zoom in here on a shorter time frame, we're going to see higher lows being put in. We're right now, as I make this video, slumping lower, and we haven't seen any big buys come in to push price above the previous high of 9,000. I want to see this develop a little bit more. If we come back up and we don't create a new high, I think people will get a little bit nervous and be reluctant to buy in, causing price to drop like I've shown here with the blue line. So how do we trade it? Look for price to reject the previous high around 9,100 or 9,000. I currently just scaled out of my my long position that I took down at 81, okay, from one of these previous dips, and I just took profits out. Just kind of a scalp, short-term play. If you are long, you might want to consider hedging into a short position. Let's say you are trading 1,000 contracts of maybe the March futures. If you're trading 1,000, about 40-30% or so of that 1,000, which would be 300-400 contracts, you could go short with on the perpetual swaps. So that would be a wise move in my opinion, unless we see price to continue this natural progression that we've seen thus far, which is basically down, up, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I just think that we're getting a little bit exhausted. Volume is dropping, and then when we look at the longer term MACD, you'll see that we're starting to kind of curl down. Now, this isn't the end-all be-all of what could happen. However, it is kind of leaning towards going lower. So this is just something to keep in mind. Please do your own due diligence when trading. If you like the video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and continue to check all of the content that will continue to head your way. Thank you.